Go live. Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook on Friday the 3rd of February. So let's have a look, do some analysis of today's markets. Firstly, let's look at the news though, as ever. Just look at the risk that we got today, and really it's all about the non-farm payrolls. Now there are speakers coming out, and there will be speakers after all the central banks have released their data. We've already had Bank of England's Peel already. Apparently is speaking again later. We got ECB speakers. Yeah, a couple of ECB speakers throughout the day. So just be aware. I don't think they'll change things too much when they're speaking at the moment. The ECB basically suggested they're going to put another 0.5% increase next time, and then review things, maybe slow down. The Bank of England looks like it's possibly got one more in the tank by the looks of things. So that's where we are. We're almost all there, right? Looking then today, as I say, non-farm payrolls there, and I'm sure that will give a bit of a bit of fizz later. Let's look at these markets in. So the euro went in, put a new high in yesterday, and then rolled over a bit. Didn't completely roll off there, but quite a biggish roll. Now the roll started before the news, so just sort of showed the dollar strength coming through, and it just sort of followed through there. Question is now, is this going to, has it got more downside? It has possibly a more of a correction. And if you come back to the dailies here, we've got the monthly pivot sitting there at 107.55. May just want to come back to that. There is the potential for that. Overall, I remain bullish on it, but for a while at least. I'm just looking at where it is sort of sitting here. It's quite ugly on its hourlies here at the moment. It's like a throw of the coin this morning. Daily pivot, high probability above, trend, mini trend, S1 below. Throw the coin then. Okay, pound dollar. I mean, the outlook for the UK is not great with growth or anything like this, and we're holding up particularly well because the dollar's been not holding up particularly well. More than anything else, if you look against the pound against most of the other majors, it's been pretty much to the downside, and well, we could see even with the dollar it come off more. Bit clearer in terms of its overall movement, but it has moved a bit through since yesterday's news out there. Where it's got more in the tank to the downside, we'll have to see. The lower highs are clear across the board there. It's more bearish than bullish at the moment. US dollar yen. Was expecting a bit more of a move from this yesterday afternoon. There again, everything else was selling off against the yen. The dollar, beg your pardon. Well, the dollar weakened against the yen yesterday, so this is a dollar yen. Remember, it's broken out of its little wedge. That I say little wedge. It seemed like for going on forever wedge, and well, I think we could be still seeing further downside. It's a bit choppy where it's sitting at the moment. Maybe it will wait for non-farms. I don't know. I mean, again, it's a bit of a coin throw where it's sitting at the moment. There's a bit of a bias, as I say, to the downside. I will only look to sell on the downside from it at the moment. Aussie dollar. So the Aussie dollar, high lows, higher highs all the way through. Here again, it put a new high yesterday before it sold off. Same sort of picture as the euro, really, without the euro news. And looking relatively soft at the moment, but again, untouched daily pivot's got a high probability of being hit. We've got support just below into the S1, along with these other levels. Now it's also starting to look like, dare I say it, a bit of head and shoulder sort of pattern. We'll see what happens if it starts breaking through that way, but at the moment maybe just a bit of a retrace before the continuation. I think it's got more upside potential. US dollar CAD, this here, I'm not so bright for or looking out for the CAD so much. I think the US dollar was doing a half decent job against it in real terms compared to everything else. However, we're just seeing it curling around at the moment. It's back towards its prior lows there. So if we can break it at this stage, well, perhaps we have got more upside, as I think we may have. But and really, I wouldn't be trying to trade this before it does break that sort of level. So that has to come out first for me, or break first. Okay, there's the majors. Looking, as I say, there's a few coin flips there almost in terms of where they'll go today. But in trends, well, there's nothing significantly different to change the trend at the moment on a lot of these. Right, let's crack on and look through quickly other markets here, and we'll look at gold first. Find gold, there it is. It's there somewhere. So gold did exactly the same as everything else yesterday. The only thing is, it left us with this big key reversal bar. Whether it breaks the lows of that and continues, we'll see. But that is quite a reversal bar it's done there. Quite a bearish sort of bit of price action. We'll see. Let me just look back here. Yeah, we've got the monthly pivot below untouched there. Again, a bit like the euro really. We could see it coming back for that. Now we've seen this sell off. Just wait and see. So that's gold. Oil as expected, just continuing in this downward motion here at the moment. It's certainly lower highs, lower lows, looks weak. Really just looking like it's selling off to its S1 and maybe beyond again today. The pivots are quite pinched. The price action yesterday was quite limited overall, but looks soft at the moment. Okay, looking at the markets, let's just look at the S&Ps this morning. S&Ps still pushed up yesterday. They liked the sound of things here. Didn't have the same sort of retrace overall that some of the markets did. It did pitch up there. You can see on the 4 hours, just pitched up higher and pulled back off, but still ended the day pretty well. And yeah, a lot of the movement came early. Well, yeah, on Wednesday. Anyway, looking a little bit soft on this shorter time frame. Maybe we've got, like what we're seeing with the currencies at the moment, maybe we have got a bit more downside in the tank from this move that sort of started there. It's just come short of its daily 500. Maybe it has got a bit more retracement. The Dow, which has been about the softest one, and did end up again yesterday to the downside there a little bit. It's just really struggling at the moment, not getting any real traction. Even the Nasdaq had even with its close yesterday coming back off there, it's putting a much stronger bit of action in. Just looking at the shorter time frames here on the Nasdaq. Lower highs again, same sort of picture. This sort of push up, pulling back. So it's across a lot of these markets. Coming closer to home with the DAX. Well, the DAX had a decent shove up yesterday, pushed out through past the prior highs there, cleared those, and pushed up again at the moment. Though, just consolidating where it is. It's been one for consolidating lately, isn't it? This week, just seen it sort of push out a little bit further. Nearly closed the tab then, that would have been bad. Yeah, just maybe coming back to tap its daily pivot again. We'll see what happens. It's certainly one of the, it's been working quite well. Now it's broken out, but taken a lot to breaking out. And finally the FTSE, well, just curling round here, just continued up yesterday, just doing what it does, although it's still quite in a chop zone when you look at it from a 4-hourly perspective. Okay, quick switch across to have a look at what Bitcoin's up to and Litecoin. Let's just have a look at a couple of the majors here on on the crypto side of the world, just pushing up new high again. It's a similar picture to a lot of these currencies. Litecoin, okay, yesterday it didn't manage to push up at all, really. Well, it got close to the previous day's highs there, but rolling off a little bit quicker. And Ethereum, let's just have a look at what's going on there. Okay, it's a bit bearish looking, maybe just short-term bearish, but it will have put a divergence in what it's done there, not managed to hold into those highs there. It just looks a little bit softer than the others. Okay, that's it for me today. I will catch you on Monday. I wish you all a great weekend. Now, trade safely today. It's Don't Give It Back Friday, so don't give it back. Bye for now. Morning, Ian, sorry.